Getting back to the question about unity, it is very, very difficult to have unity because everyone has their own impression of what the kingdom should be. There are many groups out there. You have people like Aipolani, who is the Ali Nui of Atuai. He is making an attempt to go in the Pacific and work with traditional chiefs throughout Polynesia. So they're trying to form a Polynesian group consisting of chiefs in Aotearoa, Tahiti, Samoa, and a couple of other places. And you have Mahilani Asing, who's one of the people who occupied Ilani Palace. And of course, you had Akahi Nui from Maui, who's the one that got arrested for locking the gates. So like to strive for get us together, it's very hard because every island got their own ali'i. And somebody on Oahu, you can't go to Keokaha and tell them who the chief is, because they'll kick you out faster than you can say, humu humu nuku nuku hapoa'a. Remember that now. That's very important. When you go to Kauai, there are groups there. You have Atuai. They have a strong base there. So for those people who are trying to bring the people together, we'll get together when the time we feel is right. So at this time, it's not right. Because if you look in the audience here, we don't have these community leaders here. We don't have Nomiki Aina from Aupuni. He is not here. We don't have Havikili Koa from Aupuni. We have many of these people, and until you can present your position, not here at the university, because they won't come. You can't move the mountain, you have to go to the mountain. So until we get that in our heads, all your PhDs and no kamea, forget it. You gotta be out there, like Terry said, ethnic studies program, we went out there on a day-to-day basis. We worked with the people, work at their level. And if you don't feel comfortable working out there in the community, then we'll be chasing our tail over and over and over again. So this is a warning. If you possess the knowledge, you go out there and share it. If you don't share it, we'll end up in the position we are today. Just remember, you are not an ali'i till people say you are an ali'i. Thank you.
A lot to be proud of as a people. And I think that we've come a long, long way over many, many years. And I think that we should also be very proud of many, many people along this journey who have stood up and fought for the rights of our people. We should be proud and not let this concept of divisiveness eat us up. Okay? No, don't let it do that. It's amazing to me how our people have hit the books. Our people have had to actually understand how nations work. You know, our people have had to really hit the books and study our history. They've had to understand how constitutions work. They have to understand what rights mean. And besides that, they've also had to go into the lo'i and put the huli in the ground. You know, they've had to go and talk about health care among our people. They've gone to comfort those that are on the beaches under blue tarps. We have a whole cadre of people right here in Olelo who have now armed themselves with their cameras to go out into our community and take the mo'olelos of our people and to record the actions of resistance that our people have been doing out in the community. So let's not let this divisiveness, we cannot unify, stop us. After all the years, we really are, I believe, advancing. And I can tell you, going around to different parts of the world, that many people are amazed, and I hope you guys don't, think this is a joke. When I was in Australia, they said 1993 you got an apology from the President of the United States. How did you do that? Let's really think about and treasure the gains that we have made as a people, and let us also pat each other and support each other, kako each other as we move forward. Mahalo.
But what I'd like to do is share my perspective on a lot of this that's been going on. A lot of people have negative feelings when they hear the word activism. But if you look back in the United States history as well as the Hawaiian Kingdom history, activism is what made changes. And so activism is not a derogatory thing. And it's something that everyone should participate in order to preserve what you're fighting for. Now, the other thing that, like what Terry and Soli brought up, was very important. And I think what happens is that we can free our mindset and break away from that little shadow that they've put us in. And remember that besides all this activism, the Hawaiians are unified. As long as you think political parties, each of these groups that they call sovereignty groups have their own platform in how to achieve the goals to make it better for the people of Hawaii. And without the activists that you see up here and those not up there, it's very important to realize that they are political parties. Now, when you think about that, think about the United States of America. They do not have a two-party system. They have 22 political parties. Are you aware of that? 22 political parties. We only got maybe about 10, yeah? 10, 12. And then they also have organizations, political organizations. And that we have as well. So look at it as a national thing that we do have. Without those that spearheaded some of this activism, a lot of this would have stayed underground or continued to be suppressed. I know I never wanted to belong to any particular group because I didn't want to be constricted by rules or anything. So I went along on my own. So I spent a lot of money, but I wrote letters out to the UN, to the European Parliament and everything. So the thing is that I think we should really, really give these panelists a heartwarming aloha, because without them, what we have been doing since their activities, we wouldn't have been that zealous about it. So we say aloha and mahalo al nui loa to all of them.